Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. I am so glad you could be here for today's quick tip. I start with this is ideal start to our conversation today. I could not have done that better had I planned it. I wanted to talk about women, about our voices, about some of the things we do to keep ourselves from being taken seriously, maybe from people assuming we are confident and know what we are talking about, to feel we are secure in the information that we are relaying to you as being honest and that we're forthright. There's some stuff that I've learned over the last couple months, thought I would share it with you. It's really public speaking, but there are some apps that I've run into and some things that I've heard when I'm doing screening calls. I hear it in myself, some problems I have in communicating, articles I've read on things that women do that make us less successful in communicating. I want to talk about a couple of those that I've been thinking about and chatting with some friends and clients about this week. If that's at all interesting, I hope you will basically probably stick around for that. That's what's on the agenda. Sometimes things that we say make people feel that we are insecure, that we are not feeling powerful or confident in what we are saying. And that's probably not the message we want to be putting across. And some of the things we do or the ways that we speak that allow people to think that way of us, that we are not confident, would be that we add qualifiers or questions to what we say. And instead of just making a straight out statement about something at the end, we'll either raise our voice to create a question out of it without adding a word, or we will say things like, do you know? Or we will say maybe or sorta or I guess in worst case scenarios. And I wanted to let you know that there are some apps out there that help us do this. There's other tools we can use to make that ourselves more articulate in that way. And one of the great tools is just recording yourself when you talk. There is a recorder on every telephone. And I know that when I was first starting to talk to clients on the regular years ago, I would sometimes just make my phone or my computer record what I was saying so I could listen back to it and count how many times I said, you know, or like in a conversation. It was embarrassing, and I've worked on it, and I think that it's much better than it used to be, but I can certainly fall into old patterns. And if you're curious what those things are that you say, oh, I know what I say to you on a regular basis. When I'm editing, I always say, can I edit this out? And sometimes I do, but I say, right? I'll ask you, right? Like, do you agree with me? I'll say something like, and he wants you to be upfront and honest about that, right? Who needs the right in there? That's me questioning you and doubting what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I'm explaining it to you, and you're smart. We get each other. So recording can be a great tool for something like that, counting when you say or when you say basically. I looked it up and I found that there had been a study by, I think Stanford, let me look here, where is it? Yeah, Stanford University, California, Santa Barbara, lessons in connection. And they were just talking about how sounding uncertain and sounding unsure was taking away the power from women speaking in public and to small groups or in the workplace. And I thought, we do that too. We do that when we're on first dates. We do that when we speak to one another. I do it with clients. They do it with me. And if it's something that you're interested in, I just wanted to share with you that there are now some apps that you can actually download to your phone that will record you during a conversation and keep track of those things. So while it's great that you could record it yourself and listen back, how cool that you wouldn't have to actually listen back and you'd have an app that would count how many times you use specific words that you asked the app to keep track of for you. But before I let you go, I just wanted to stress that the easiest thing is just to record a brief conversation you have with a friend that you can listen back to, and or have your friend tell you every time you use that phrase that you know you're prone to. I did say to a friend once that I talk to every day, did you notice that I'm constantly saying, wasn't yada yada, wasn't blah blah blah, which I've said on occasion multiple times. Those were it became habits for a while. Ay ay ay. I would say ay all the time. I don't know why. It became a habit. Anything can become a habit. Also, I want to also remind you that when you're listening back to these recordings of yourself, to listen for the upspeak. Do you know what upspeak is? Upspeak is when we make everything sound like a question. It's when we say things, but we're not making an actual statement. Instead, we're making it sound like we're not sure what we're talking about. It sounds like we are either nervous maybe, or we don't know what we're going to say next. And we want to make sure that everybody's agreeing with us. So every question goes up at the end like that. So you can check that out when you're listening to your recordings. And also vocal fry is another thing that women do. It's really kind of, I've done it, I've had that habit before as well. It's a bit of a laziness, but you just kind of let your voice fall down, and it's got that, you know, when a door creaks, that sound it makes where it goes, if you were to imitate a creaky door. Babies do that. My grandson is making that noise now. Hoping he doesn't make it a habit, but that's called vocal fry. Rock stars try to get vocal fry down and be able to do that with a healthy voice. I've been a singer for many years, and it is a tool in rock songs to be able to make it sound all gravelly and rough like that, but it's not healthy for your voice to be doing it on the regular in conversation or singing, actually. You have to learn how to do that and not damage your vocal cords. But if you're just fine that you're constantly talking with some vocal fry in there, you should fix that. You'll damage your cords. I hope you found this helpful and or interesting. If you did, give the episode, this quick tip, a thumbs up. Hope you'll come back again. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the ring bell, and we can do this again very soon. Until next time, have a good one.